Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of January 2021. I hope everyone is doing well. Happy New Year everyone. As you know, this is a general reading. There will be some parts that do not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs as well. As you know, I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. In the past position, we've got the Hermit, clarified by the Hanged Man. In the obstacle position, we've got Death, clarified by the Ten of Wands. In the present position, we've got the Moon, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Page of Swords. Now, we do have the Hermit in the past position. I like having the Hermit in the past position because it suggests to me that the moment that you had in the past of solitude, of being self-critical, of kind of evaluating relationships in your life, evaluating situations in your life, is in the past. That is a moment of solitude where you kind of have to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself and question, all your motives as well as the direction that you're moving to, and see what works and see what does not work, and kind of get rid of what no longer serves you. It's interesting that the Hermit is paired here with the Hanged Man because, of course, the Hanged Man is a card where this person is hanging upside down, so their perspective is changed. It could be that there was a little bit of betrayal, around you, that kind of, perhaps it wasn't necessarily betrayal of you, but of someone around you that kind of maybe have affected you and changed your perspective on different things. The Hanged Man isn't going anywhere, so it's definitely also a moment of feeling kind of stuck, feeling like there is a certain amount of stillness, like nothing is happening, there's no kind of progress. The Hanged Man symbolizes letting go and surrendering to the way things are, and so it's interesting that it's paired with the Hermit because it's a really powerful combination, almost like mind-shifting combination, to see things from a perspective that will take you further, rather than the limiting perspective that you had before. Now, in the obstacle position, we do have Death, and it's clarified by the Ten of Wands. So Death, of course, suggests that there's an ending, there's going to be a transformation, but when you have that in the obstacle position, it suggests the opposite, that there is no ending, that the ending is being delayed for the fear of dealing what comes next. So it speaks about the fear of change, the fear of the unknown as well. It's interesting that the Death here is pointing towards the Moon. Also, the Moon is also about the unknown and also about the fear of it. So it does look like there's a chapter in your life that is coming to an end, even though you are trying to delay it a little bit, not kind of focusing on the positive and anticipating that things are going to be much worse, when in fact Death clears the way for wonderful things to come in. The Ten of Wands is a card of feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you cannot say no to people around you, feeling like you take on too much onto your shoulders. And sometimes that is actually driven by you, as sometimes people believe that no one can do it better than they can. Sometimes we kind of inflate our own importance and realize that it can be done by other people, and that, again, with the Death here, it suggests that a little bit of the ego has to give way. A little bit of the ego and always being right is not going to serve you well in every situation. Now, in the present position, we do have the Moon, which again is all about feeling a little bit confused and lost and having that fear of the unknown, being a little bit paranoid and kind of afraid. What do we do during the nighttime when the Moon is out? We wait for the sun to come up, because when the sun comes up, we can see things as they are. The moon hides information. There may be information that you're not aware of, and it's not what you expect. It could be that someone is being deceptive that is around you. And so the moon brings a little bit of uncertainty in the month of January with it. There is going to be like, is it going to go one way or is it going to go the other way? There is going to be a little bit uncertainty perhaps about that specific relationship you're wondering about, or perhaps about, the project you may have at work, or, a paper that you have due in your studies or something. But definitely the moon is also a warning, suggesting that you should follow your intuition. And there is a difference between feelings, like a feeling of fear, and intuition. Intuition doesn't really have feelings attached to it, but it comes across strongly. So, the best way to develop intuition is, of course, to spend time meditating and shutting off the white noise. The moon and the hermit in the same reading is a pretty powerful message, because, the moon kind of is a little bit like the hermit, because it's these cards are in the nighttime, right? So things are not as clear. You have to rely on your inner voice. And I think the divine here suggests that, you have to build the security on the inside before you see that security. And security can be, different things on the outside. Sometimes people define love and being in love as being secure, because it, solidifies their emotional identity. And that's how they see the world, is through the prism of love. Others see security as, having a large group of friends, or, doing well at work, whatever it may be. It must be, it has to originate from the inside out, which, it's at times very difficult to sort out all the different feelings. And sometimes, we get irritated, we don't know why, or we panic a little bit, and sometimes we're not sure what triggered it. So it's important to meditate, because it shuts off the white noise, other people's opinions, other people's expectations, your own expectations, your own opinions, and it focuses on what is truly, important in kind of the moment. Now, it's clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, and the moon is also about suppressing emotions. So when you allow the emotions to be free and you acknowledge them, you go then further. You start to realize, where those emotions are stemming from. And as a result, you can address certain things that help you, not be so afraid of the dark. Sometimes all you have to do is just turn on a little bit of light, and it's not as bad as you may think. The Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work, dependability, putting in the hours, and focusing on, taking that which means the most to you further. Combined with the moon, the Eight of Pentacles suggests that you may want to approach the relationship you're trying to invest in, or the work project, with creativity and with intuition. And the moon has a little bit of a risk-taking behavior associated with it. So when you do have the moon, it seems like taking a little bit of risk is unavoidable. But definitely it's a major arcana card. In the month of January, it suggests that there will be something new coming your way, which you're going to have an opportunity to develop even further. Now, in the outcome position, we have the Page of Wands clarified by the Page of Swords. And I will tell you right now, I don't like the outcome position when I have two pages in front of me, because the pages are immature energy. They are very much new. They're not sure what is going on. They don't have the skills developed, kind of really nailed down, where they can do them in the sleep. They still get, a little bit of anxiety and stress. But the Page of Wands is, and both of these pages are messengers, and it does suggest that there will be quite a lot of news coming your way in the month of January. With the Page of Wands, it could be, kind of good news that are really going to kind of make you happy, but there's going to be a little bit of nervousness and anxiety associated with the news. And the Page of Swords also is going to be more about clarity, and sometimes he is a bringer of good news, but there's always a cost associated, sort of with the swords as well. And of course, we know that swords can be a suit of challenges, so there could be a little bit of somebody around you or in your circle who is not as supportive over your endeavors as they would be normally expected to be. Now let's see what energy oracle cards I pulled, and we've got Broken Heart, we have 6th chakra archangel Metatron, and 1st chakra archangel Michael. It does seem like the divine here is sending you these two very powerful Michael and Metatron archangels in order to kind of help you get through a challenging a month of November. But let's start with the Broken Heart. That is usually a difficult card because it is about a little bit of loss and a little bit of grief. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from a long time ago, or it may be from a recent period. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make sure that you are compassionate to self. Make sure that you treat yourself well, and as you would expect to be treated by others, and as you treat others as well, because you do it with kindness and love. But definitely the Broken Heart is a bit of a challenging time period, is going to happen in the month of January. But the 6th chakra archangel Metatron is all about clarity of thought and personal vision. This very powerful archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra, or third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. So you're definitely gaining insight in the month of January, with the Hermit in the past and the Moon in the present. Definitely you've done a lot of introspection. Definitely you've had some time to kind of see things and why certain things don't work as you expect them to. But with the Metatron, this card shows and indicates that there's a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold, and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. And of course, the Archangel Michael, which is all about stability. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the 1st chakra, which is located at the base of your spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength, bringing you personal stability. You're capable of taking action and moving forward on your path, so allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security. Let's see what answers from angels I pulled, and we have no, in the near future, and communicate clearly. Definitely you want to make sure that you communicate clearly and be assertive in your communications, and make sure that you are heard. Make sure your ideas and your feelings are heard as well. Definitely with the no, there is going to be a period of delay, but we already knew that there's going to be a period of a little bit of a setback in the month of January, so patience is required. And of course, in the near future does suggest that your plans will continue progressing, but they will take just a little bit longer as the universe is realigning itself in order to have the maximum results, as you will see. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.